the woman discovered a strange scene while tending the fire. A man bound to a cross was howling in pain amidst the flames. Even more bizarre, the man looked exactly like the priest who had just arrived at the monastery. The woman immediately realized that the priest was the embodiment of the devil. His presence would defile their sacred sanctuary. It turned out the priest had been sent to inspect and report on the abandoned church. He was assigned to examine this monastery long forgotten by the church. But the monastery had been abandoned for over a decade. The 3 nuns inside hadn't seen a stranger in many years. The priest's arrival shattered their long-standing peace, let alone the fact that his mission was to destroy the monastery. So they began to discuss how to protect the monastery. Just then the priest barged in. He said that his phone was missing, and he also needed a bed to sleep on. But unexpectedly, Ellie took the priest to the sheep pen, telling him to sleep there for the night. Clearly, upon hearing about the destruction of the monastery, they were extremely angry. In fact, the 3 nuns had very different attitudes toward the priest, especially the young Carla. She secretly took the priest's phone. To her, the phone was a fascinating new object. She even quietly cut a piece of cloth from the priest's robe and sewed it onto her cherished wool sweater. She clutched the sweater tightly, savoring the scent left by the priest. The next day, the priest was awakened by the sheep eating nearby. He looked around in fear and saw in front of him a statue covered in vines. He wanted to step forward and tidy it up, but accidentally knocked off half of the statue's head. He quickly reassembled the broken statue. Fortunately, the nuns didn't notice, but he was soon punished for this mistake. Not long after, the priest became thirsty. He tried to lift the kettle for a drink, but accidentally burned himself with the hot water. The priest sat in pain on the bench. Hearing the noise, the nuns quickly came to help. Meanwhile, one of the nuns discovered a shocking scene while tending the fire. She saw a man bound to a cross howling in agony, and the man's face looked exactly like the priest's.